Welcome to my tarot card reading for Capricorn April 2015, and this is Manu Tarot. Let's start immediately with our reading. We have Oshun, we have Ogun, we have the Fool, the Eight of Staff, Saint Andrew, the King of Cups, and the Six of Cups, Neptune, Scorpio. Notice the kind of interlocking reading. We have a Oshun upside down, then upright, down, down, down. And what the tarot cards here are talking about, Capricorn, is April is a month where things are stagnant, things are not moving, everything seems to be stuck. There's no flow at all in your situation, in your life, whatever, blah blah blah. That's more or less what the tarot cards are saying. We see here Ogun, you could be like working really hard, yet what we're seeing is that money-wise, things are not working as good. You work, you make money, but as the same way that you make that money is the same way that the money goes away. It's like water and salt. The money goes really fast in your hands. It's like sand in your hands or water in your hands. That's the kind of energy that the tarot cards are saying here. We have here that you are jumping into situations hoping that things are going to end well, and when you jump you hit the wall. Things are not growing, they're stuck, they're stagnant. The tarot cards are saying here that there is a lot of idealism here involved, or wishful thinking, and practically that's what it is. Oh, the situation doesn't get better, it's just very stagnant, my dear Capricorn. We have here Saint Andrew, who was the first disciple, the first to be baptized, and he was the first to see Jesus' miracles of the multiplication of fish and bread. Notice that he's in an upright position. So in other words, there's no miracle, there is no testimony here. Once again, is emphasizing this trend of being stagnant. Neptune Scorpio is all about changes. So there has been changes in your life, but the thing is that nothing seems to be fruitful, nothing seems to grow, yield any kind of fruit. And in other hand, you are being a little bit idealistic, hoping that all this is going to change, but you don't see how, you don't see when, and you don't even see why. Okay, this is the kind of dynamic that we're seeing here. Also, it could say that there is a propensity for feeling a little bit depressed on the downside because all this dynamic, my dear Capricorn. Okay, the best thing I can tell you is that pay attention to what the rising sign has to say, because the rising sign might hold the key of why all this is happening. By looking here, I already can tell you how to work, what to do, all kind of cleanses that you could do to make things move around for you. Right now I'm working on some soaps that are a recipe among santeros and espiritistas, paleros among Puerto Rico. So I'm working with those soaps. Meanwhile, I have essential oils that serve the same purpose. And essential oils and soaps at the moment. That's what I can tell you. Let's pay attention now to your rising sign, so we can have an idea what is going on according to your rising sign. Welcome to your reading for Capricorn April 2015 and your rising sign for April 2015. And this is Manu Tarot. Capricorn, if your rising sign is Aries, what we have here is impulsiveness. You can this impulsivity, you have to keep it in control, you have to keep it checked. Is creating failure. The best advice is try to find help, listen to what everyone has to say, don't be impulsive, hold back, deep breath, think, analyze, and then act. Okay? Welcome to your reading for Capricorn April 2015 and your rising sign for April 2015. And this is Manu Tarot. If your rising sign is Taurus, what we have here is holding back into whatever it is that you're holding back. There's no will of doing any kind of sacrifice. We say in Puerto Rico that in order to eat from the breast, from the chicken breast, you have to give up the chicken wing. You know that they're attached, the breast and the chicken wing, they're attached. So in order to get the juicy part, sometimes you have to let go something that probably you like the most, the chicken wing. You cannot have the cake and eat it too. That's what we're saying here. And that dynamic is the one that is not letting you grow. Things are getting stagnant because of that. You're very idealistic. You think that you could have the cake and eat it too. It won't work. Okay? You have to be willing to give up something. Welcome to your reading for Capricorn April 2015 and your rising sign for April 2015. And this is Manu Tarot. Capricorn, if your rising sign is Gemini, there is a lot of fear here. The tarot cards are saying fear to change, a fear to move on. You are reluctant to changes. You are an air sign. You're thinking way probably too much to all the options and possible consequences, and that's creating a lot of fear, and you're holding back. You are very reluctant and afraid to any kind of change or commitment, and that's what is happening. That's why you're seeing all this kind of energy that I already mentioned for you. Welcome to your reading for Capricorn April 2015 and your rising sign for April 2015, and this is Manu Tarot. Your rising sign, Virgo, is Cancer, my dear Virgo. If your rising sign is Cancer, what we have here is that technically the tarot cards are saying that is that you have to wake up and smell the coffee. You have to be very, very realistic. If you don't do it, life is forcing you to wake up and be realistic. Okay? You have to be very realistic, and on top of that, you have to stop thinking on the past. Whatever you had in the past, that was the past. Now is now. This is the present. Don't hold on into or onto things from the past, because it's creating a dynamic of stagnation in your life. Welcome to your reading for Capricorn April 2015 and your rising sign for April 2015, and this is Manu Tarot. If your rising sign is, Capricorn, if your rising sign is Leo, if your rising sign is Leo, my dear Capricorn, what we have here is, let's put it like that, an advice of keeping away from fights, arguments, and quarrels. This is going to create this kind of energy that I already mentioned you. So my best advice, stay away from quarrels, fights, arguments. Or all this situation is going to make you very irritable and prone to fights, arguments, and quarrels. It's not going to make things better. They might make them worse. So my best advice, stay away from it. Welcome to your reading for Capricorn April 2015 and your rising sign for April 2015. And this is Manu Tarot. Dear Virgo, Capricorn, I have Virgo in my head. Capricorn, if you have Capricorn, if you're Capricorn with a rising sign in Virgo, this is all about, you need to analyze. You have to start doing some research, investigation on how to make the best out of it. How you can make lemonade when life gives you lemons. In other words, you have to do some research, some investigation. This energy is preparing you for something better, but it's up to you if you're up to the challenge of doing some research and investigation. You have to do some research and investigation, especially related with money. How to save money in these circumstances, how you can invest some money, how to control and manipulate your money in a better, more efficient way. You have to do some research on that aspect, my dear Capricorn with rising sign in Virgo. Welcome to your reading for Capricorn April 2015 and your rising sign for April 2015, and this is Manu Tarot. My dear Capricorn, if your rising sign is Libra, then what we have here is confusion. All this dynamic that I mentioned previously is creating a lot of confusion. Your head is not clear. You need time to think, to analyze things. We have Neptune here, so with this other card, it's creating more confusion for you. You probably have a lot of options. We have to see what it is. The best advice I can give you is go out, socialize, network. Go out with people of your same field, of your same interest. You will see that in this way the doors are going to open for you and this stagnation is going to move away. Okay, but this is a lot of confusion. You have to get rid of this mental chaos that you have in your mind. You have to clear up your mind. That confusion is creating a lot of problems for you in the month of April. Welcome to your reading for Capricorn April 2015 and your rising sign for April 2015, and this is Manu Tarot. Capricorn, if your rising sign is Scorpio, first of all, this energy is forcing you to finish off with routine, which takes me to my point. The routine is the cause of all your problems. You have to change, and life is pushing you to get out of the routine of more of the same way of doing things. Change dynamic, change ways, change perceptions. By doing that, you will change dynamic. This card is letting us know that if you have reached a point that you realize that you're tired of the same BS, then Eureka, you made it. You realize that you need to make changes, to explore new worlds, etc. Do it. That way you will start moving things around for you during the month of April, my dear Capricorn. Welcome to your reading for Capricorn April 2015 and your rising sign for April 2015, and this is Manu Tarot. If your rising sign is Sagittarius, all this dynamic is pushing you into the direction of soul search. This is the best time for you to do some studies, investigation, research related with spirituality, metaphysics, or anything esoteric. Anything along that line is really going to help you. This is also about karma, dissolving karma. This is a time to dissolve karma, and the best way you can unlock all this is by nourishing your soul, by bringing light to your inner self, to your higher self, to connect with that department. Okay, that's what I have for you, Capricorn, with a rising sign in Sagittarius. Welcome to your reading for Capricorn April 2015 and your rising sign for April 2015. And this is Manu Tarot. Capricorn, if your rising sign is Capricorn, twice Capricorn, the energy here is of stopping. It's an energy that you have make a pause in your life to think, analyze. And I think that's the best thing you can do. Take a deep breath and think and analyze. This card also represents Scorpio, and we have Scorpio here. So we're talking about a lot of changes and transformation that have to be made in your life, and you are aware of it, but you have decided to stop, think and analyze before acting. That's the best advice that you can get. That's the best thing you can do. If you're not doing it, life is going to push you, is going to block any roads, any exit, in order to force you to think, analyze and make changes in your life. Welcome to your reading for Capricorn April 2015 and your rising sign for April 2015. And this is Manu Tarot. Capricorn, if your rising sign is Aquarius, we have here like some kind of stubbornness going on. You are blocked. You are like a kid that has a tantrum. This is what I want, this is what I want, and this is how I want it, blah blah blah, and I stick to it. You are blocking yourself. Your goals, objectives for the month or for the year or for your life, they might see a setback. That's how life is. Everything is yin and yang. So you need to really learn to adapt, recalibrate things, or wait for better moments in your life. But your attitude of I want it now has to change. You're blocking yourself. There's a blockage, especially in the heart chakra. You really need to work this out. Otherwise, you are blocking the energy and the flow during the month of April 2015. Welcome to your reading for Capricorn April 2015 and your rising sign for April 2015. And this is Manu Tarot. Capricorn, if your rising sign is Pisces, what we have here is a dynamic that is letting us know that things are getting stuck, that things are not moving. You really need to understand that that everything that comes up must go down, and that's life. Life is a cycle. You have to understand that everything is yin and yang. Yesterday was winter, now is a spring, and then it's going to be summer. It's going to be a progression and an evolution of time, and then again it's going to be an evolution, an involution, heading back to the cold. We are born, we are going to die. Everything in life is a cycle, is a boom blast cycle. It might sound dramatic, but shamefully, that's how it goes in life. In Puerto Rico, we are told that we need to carry two bags, one for winning and one for losing. If you're not used to losing, you will have to get used to it, my dear Capricorn. We are rising sign in Pisces. Not everything is a bed of roses. Remember that every rose has its thorn. Okay? And you really need to get used to it, Capricorn, because by nature, by default, you're stubborn. Is your way or no way. And the tarot cards are saying you really need to change that. You really need to understand that not always is going to be summer, not always is going to be winter. Okay? And that's for you, my dear Capricorn, with rising sign in Pisces.